On June 22, 1941, Germany invaded the Soviet Union. Operation Barbarossa had begun. Stalin sat in his office for a long time. Then he said, "We blew it. Lenin's country, and we blew it." He wasn't being modest. In the first week, the Germans advanced hundreds of miles. 2,000 Soviet planes were destroyed on day one. By winter, Moscow was under siege. 3 million Soviet soldiers had been captured. The reason was simple. Stalin had purged almost his entire officer
Товарищ
corps.
судья, я не виновен! Молчать! Вы обвиняетесь в измене! Это ложь! Умоляю! Ваша участь решена!
3 out of 5 marshals. All 15 army commanders. When the Germans came, the Red Army was a circus. But Stalin showed his toughest
мы
side.
ударим здесь.
He ordered everyone to
Окружим
fight
врага
to the
и
death.
уничтожим.
Да, товарищ Сталин, фланги укреплены.
Начинайте немедленно.
November 7, 1941. The Germans were 30 miles from Moscow. Stalin held a military parade in Red Square. The troops marched straight to the front. It sent a message. The boss is still here. He also did something smart. He let the good generals out of prison. Zhukov was one of them. And he moved the entire industrial base east. Millions of people, thousands of factories, all by train to Siberia. That move saved the war. When the Germans stalled at Moscow, new factories in the east were already churning out tanks. In December 1941, the Soviets pushed the Germans back from Moscow. First major defeat for Hitler. In 1942, Germany turned south. Target, the oil fields of the Caucasus. The key city, Stalingrad. By August 1942, the Germans were inside the city. The next month turned Stalingrad into a meat grinder. Every street, every building, every room. The Germans said, "We captured the kitchen, but the living room is still theirs." The Soviets planned a counterattack.
Товарищи, враг
Codename
наступает здесь.
Operation
Нужно
Uranus.
укрепить фланги. Согласен, перебросьте резервы. Авиация готова поддержать. Артиллерия прикроет. Действуйте.
They
Победа
hit the
будет
weak
нашей.
spots. Romanian and Italian troops on the flanks. Those guys collapsed fast. The Germans were surrounded. 200,000 men trapped in the ruins. No food, no ammo, no way out.
Wir erfrieren und
Hitler
verhungern
ordered
hier.
them to stay.
Die Munition ist alle. Keine Hoffnung mehr. So viele sind schon tot.
On February 2nd, 1943, General Pallas surrendered. The entire 6th Army was gone.
The terms are unconditional. You will come with us.
Stalingrad was the turning point. After this, Germany never had the initiative again. After Stalingrad, something changed in Stalin. He started listening to his generals. He became a real commander. He stopped being just a paranoid dictator
Товарищ Сталин,
and started
противник
acting like a
сосредоточен
wartime
здесь.
leader.
Продолжайте. Наш план — фланговый удар с севера. Согласен. Действуйте.
In July 1943, the Battle of Kursk, the biggest tank battle in history. "6,000 tanks, 2 million men. The Germans attacked first, got crushed, and never recovered." From late 1943 through 1944, the Soviets pushed forward everywhere. In April 1945, the Red Army reached Berlin. 2.5 million men, 6,000 tanks. April 30th, Hitler killed himself.
Berlin
May
lies in
2nd,
ruins.
Berlin
At the
surrendered.
Führer flag
May
waves,
8th,
soldiers the end
Germany
of the
signed the
siege.
surrender papers.
In a hall, German officer in the unconditional surrender. The
Stalin
document
spoke to
seals
the
Germany's
nation.
defeat.
Comrades, we
Товарищи,
defeated fascism.
соотечественники,
We won
Великая
the
Отечественная
war.
война завершена нашей полной победой. Победа достигнута ценой больших жертв. Слава нашему героическому народу!
But peace didn't bring peace of mind. At Potsdam in July 1945, Truman told Stalin about the atomic bomb.
We must ensure a just peace. Justice or your
Stalin
interests,
nodded
our
calmly.
shared interests.
Inside, he was terrified. He knew exactly what it meant. Back in Moscow, he called in his nuclear scientists.
Товарищ Сталин,
How
мы
long?
добились успеха в
5 to
возвращении
10
урана.
years, they said.
Успеха? Покажите мне доказательства.
Вот, товарищ Сталин, результаты. Мы можем создать прототип через год.
He cut them off.
Год? У вас
5
6
years.
месяцев.
Not a day
You
more
will
or
obey.
else.
There is no other choice. Your work is for the state. Nothing else matters. Fail me, and you will regret it.
On August 29,
comrade
1949, the Soviet Union
Смотрите,
tested its first
облако
atomic
растет.
bomb.
Ударная
4 years
волна
after
приближается.
America. Not bad.
Грандиозно, мощь науки. Это сокрушит любого
After the
врага.
war, the world changed. The Cold War began. Stalin focused on two things: building satellite states in Eastern Europe, and purging his own country again. With the war over, his paranoia came back. He started another
You are
round of
under arrest
purges.
by order of the NKVD. Arrest? On what grounds? Treason. Do not resist. This is madness. I am
Even
loyal.
Zhukov, the hero who saved Moscow, was pushed aside. Stalin got old, his health got worse, but he still worked 8-hour days. On February 28, 1953, he had dinner with his inner circle:
Отличная шутка, Вячеслав.
Molotov,
Рад, что вам
Beria,
понравилось, товарищ Сталин.
Khrushchev.
Да, хорошая
He was in a
история.
good mood.
За нашу победу, товарищи.
Верно, Лаврентий,
The
наливай.
next morning,
За здоровье.
the guards found him on the floor. A stroke, paralyzed,
Stalin?
unconscious.
He's collapsed. I need help.
According to Khrushchev, he had been lying there for 10 hours. Stalin had a rule: nobody enters my room without permission.
Слышишь?
Nobody
За
dared to
дверью.
break it.
Да, шаги, нельзя входить. Но приказ, что делать? Подождем, вдруг там опасность.
So
Я
he lay
боюсь.
there alone,
Вдруг там кто-то.
fighting death on a cold floor.
So this is how it ends. Alone in this vast cold tomb.
On March 5,
No one
1953,
left.
Joseph Stalin died. He was 74 years old. At first, they put him in Lenin's tomb, side by side with the founder of the Soviet Union. Then Khrushchev came along, gave his secret speech, and
Товарищи,
Stalin was dug
настоящий
out and
доклад
buried
касается
by the
вопросов,
Kremlin
связанных с
wall.
культом личности. Этот культ был насажден Сталиным и привел к беззаконию и репрессиям. Мы
One day
должны
a god,
осудить эти
the
преступления
next
и
day a
вернуться к
criminal.
ленинским принципам.
Judging Stalin is complicated. He turned a peasant country into an
In
industrial
the bread lines of the
superpower.
Holodomor,
He crushed
faces
Hitler.
etched hunger and despair, while in the fields, mass graves are
But the
dug for the
price was
countless
insane.
victims.
Millions dead in purges. Millions more in famines. The Gulag system. Political prisoners by the hundreds of thousands. There's a famous line: one death is a tragedy, a million deaths is a
Великие
statistic.
свершения сталинской эпохи. Созидание, труд, победа. Массовые заводы ковали мощь страны. Гидроэлектростанции несли
Nobody
свет
knows if
прогресса.
Stalin actually
Красное
said it,
знамя реяло
but
над
it fits his
Берлином.
world. If Stalin could look back, at Stalingrad, at Berlin, at the first atomic bomb,
For the motherland!
he might think he did what Lenin asked him to do.
Товарищ Ленин, карта показывает наши достижения.
Да, Сталин. Но впереди еще долгий путь. Я укреплю то,
But
что
what
мы
about that
начали.
last night?
Помни, власть
Lying
для
on the
народа.
floor for 10
Не
hours.
предавай.
Nobody coming to help? Only he knew what went through his mind. A cobbler's son from a small Georgian town. Iron dictator. From the brink of defeat to the conqueror of Berlin. A dark comedy, but with tens of millions of lives as the punchline.
Comrades, the great struggle demands your unwavering loyalty. Together, we will crush the enemies of the
The
revolution.
Soviet Union lasted another
Forward
38
to
years
the
after
glorious
Stalin.
future.
It collapsed in 1991. They put him next to Lenin. Then they moved him. They worshipped him. Then they erased him.
Смотри, падает! Давай!
Maybe history takes a long time to make up its mind, if it ever does.